I don't have my glasses. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 247 for this Tuesday, January 27th. I'm your host, Glassless Rod, here today. I'm here in sunny Philadelphia, but it's cold. We got, 15 degrees out here today? I know we had some cold days for the chat crew yesterday, but it wasn't cold here yesterday, but it's cold today. 15 degrees. I think it's -2 with the wind chill. It's crazy out there. But like I said, I'm here in sunny Philadelphia with a lot of my good friends here in the chat. I appreciate you guys for being here. This is a show where we talk about tech news, eInk news. We talk about like random stuff as well throughout the time we have together. So if you're interested in things like that, consider joining us Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. We're gonna start off like we always do with the holidays for today. After we say what's up to the chat. How you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having better weather than I am today. I also hope that you guys were able to shovel yourselves out without much hassle. I had to shovel the cars out last night, and it was crazy. 16 degrees in New England, says Dr. Ling. Yeah, it's a bitter one out there today. So I hope you guys are taking care. If you have to be out there today, layer up. Your fingers will get cold before you know it. If you're out there shoveling, I'm telling you, I thought I was frostbit last night. So be careful out there. Let's get to the holidays. We got National Chocolate Cake Day today. I'm not really a chocolate cake fan. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I like chocolate to a certain degree, but I'm not really a chocolate cake fan. Yellow cake with a chocolate frosting, but chocolate cake itself, I don't know. What do you guys think? Your dreams, no, wrong thing there. National Geographic Day. How many of you guys remember watching National Geographic when you were younger? I mean, some people still watch it today, probably. Is it still on? Can you still watch National Geographic? Are they making new shows, or is it just reruns of old stuff? I remember when I was a kid watching National Geographic. That was one of my favorite pastimes. One of my favorites. It's brick out, no doubt. Dr. Ling using words like brick, okay? That tells me a lot about you. All right. For the rest of the week, too, with more snow on Sunday. Yeah, I think we're good with the snow in Philly right now. But it's cold as crap. All the snow's turning to ice. Rob, good morning. I love uranium. 12? 19? Which one? All right, let's get to the rest of the Randos stuff, intro stuff we got here. Kai Sanat, one of my favorite streamers, stopped streaming. And I guess I came across the story late, but now he's doing fashion, so I'm really like confused as to what's going on with him. But he did make a video that I saw today with his new look. He cut his dreads off. He's getting into fashion. He's trying to design clothes. But he said something today that I thought was very, very interesting, and I wanted to pass it along. He said, your dreams should sound crazy. Now, I thought about that, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Because, in order for an audacious dream to become reality, it has to be like, audacious. It has to be, you have to be almost delusional to make big dreams work. So if you're a little delusional in your big dream, it's okay. If people hear your dream and they're like, oh, that sounds crazy, it's okay too. It should. It's okay. You just keep pursuing it. As long as it's not crazy to you, that's all that really matters. That's all that really matters. Yeah. Oh yeah. One more thing, Rando, before we get people organically shout out. You know what? Let's get the air horns going for people organically finding the Discord. Air horns for people organically finding the Discord. I don't talk about the Discord enough on the live. I should. I'm doing a whole promotion today. No holds barred. But you know, typically people find the Discord because I say something in the live stream, you know, or they get an invite from somebody in the Discord. But rarely do I see people organically finding the Discord. Like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have a dream we get rid of all the ice. I like what you did there. I like what you did there, Dr. Ling. I like what you did there. Okay. Very clever. Very clever. All right, moving on. You guys, let me know what movie, what series beat Breaking Bad. We gotta get our polls going again. I forgot which one beat Breaking Bad. I was so upset by it. If you guys remember, let me know which one beat Breaking Bad. But while you're doing that, let's get on to some tech news. Actually, no, we gotta get on to the holidays. My bad. National Geographic Day. On a more serious note, today is also Holocaust Remembrance Day. So, you know, we gotta throw that out there. All right, now on to tech news. Just came back from eye doctor. Can't see a thing. Eyes dilated, says Rob. Yeah, right. Your eyes are dilated because of the doc. I get it. Wink, wink. I know. House of Cards beat it. Wee. Wow, chat. House of Cards. Yeah, that was unexpected. That hurt a little bit. House of Cards beat Breaking Bad? Wow. We must have had a whole bunch of new people on that live stream. We definitely did. We definitely did. All right, we're gonna mull that over throughout the show and see what we can see what we're gonna do about that. All right, let's get on to the tech news. Intel Pantherlake versus Apple M series chips. Did you ever think that would be a thing? No, me either. But let's talk about it. Oh boy, this is the wrong story. This is the wrong story here. I don't know why this story is there. This is it right here. All right, here we go. So we got a Wired story here. So Wired tested 2 laptops powered by Pantherlake, pitting it against which Apple laptop did they pit it against here? They didn't say. They just said they pitted up against laptops with Apple Silicon. And Intel had finally scored a much-needed win with the Core Ultra Series 3 chips. So let's get into some of the details here. In multi-core and GPU benchmarks, the top-tier Pantherlake chips managed to surpass the M4 MacBook Air and even the base Apple M5. However, Intel still trails behind Apple in single-core performance and the high-end M4 Pro and Max chips. So some gains. At least they're catching up. I applaud them for even getting to the point to where they're beating Apple in any aspect. I don't know if you guys remember when the M1 chips first launched. When the M1 chips first launched, October 21st. Okay, so we got October 21st for the first M1 chips. When they first launched, I thought an alien spacecraft had crash landed near one of Apple's facilities. They were the first on the scene to get the alien wreckage, and then they reverse engineered the tech and came away with a chip that was alien tech at first. They didn't know how to rebuild it with the materials that they found it in. So we're going to reproduce this with the materials we have here on Earth. And they called it the M1. It was really a down spacecraft that they stole the chip from and reverse engineered it. It was either that or Penmaker, a guy they hired 6 years prior to work on chips. Either Penmaker did it or it was aliens. I couldn't decide. It was a toss up. It was a toss up. Anyway, it was like Apple had literally found alien tech and put it in their They were just miles ahead of no one was even close. And here we are. How many years? What was that again? 2020. Here we are 5 years later, and Intel is just catching up. Whew. They're just catching up. Okay, so listen. I think when the iPhone launched, it took about 5 years for the world to catch up to the iPhone 2. So, you know what? Apple's 5 years ahead of everybody else. Okay, they're 5 years ahead. What else we got here? I think we already got there. Gaming on integrated graphics. So this is integrated graphics in this chipset, and they did some gaming tests too. So the new B390 GPU is a standout. It allows thin and light laptops to run demanding games like Cyberpunk 2077 at 55 frames per second on medium settings, that is, without needing a bulky dedicated graphics card. And that's pretty impressive if you know Cyberpunk and discrete. No, that wouldn't be discrete. Integrated graphics. It typically doesn't work out well. Efficiency milestones. For the first time, a powerful Windows system achieved 22 hours of battery life. Okay, I like that. Reaching the endurance previously exclusive to Apple's MacBooks. So they're catching up. They're catching up. And one of the beautiful things I took away from this story right here also was the fact that they're building in-house chips here in the U.S. in Arizona. We talked about TSMC building their facilities out in Arizona as well. So yeah, a lot of chip manufacturing going on in Arizona. I love it. Okay, we created the microprocessor. How come we don't make any? We're making them again. I liked it. I like it. Okay, so that was cool. That was the first story we got up here. Let's go on to the next story we got up in the tech news cycle here. We got new Google TV update cleans up your home screen with 2 key features. And what are those 2 key features? We don't even care, okay? The updates that are happening in Google TV are so... I think all the updates are really happening on the back end. There's not really any consumer-facing updates happening to this thing. But we'll talk about them anyway. Google TV is one of the slowest seasons of major updates. But a recent software push rolling out now is quietly fixing some issues users have reported online. It's not a full redesign, but more of a refresh to improve your experience. Again, they'll do something one day that's worthy of the word update. I don't think this is it. We'll continue though. The new update version 1.0.852105632. Say that 5 times fast. For the Google TV Home app doesn't make big changes, but it does add a few helpful fixes to users' experience, improving what Android TV owners will notice, such as a new report history option in the accounts and profiles menu via 9 to 5 Google. A report history. Who cares about your report history on your TV? Yeah, hon, can we pull up the report history, see what kind of feedback we've given the company so far before we watch this movie? I just want to make sure they've got it all and they've documented it here. Before we watch this movie, let's check our report history. The hell? Whatever. The update also fixes issue with YouTube thumbnails on the home screen. Now this is more worthy of an update, calling itself an update. So the stretched look of recommended titles should now be gone. So I guess the thumbnails are now regular size. They look like actual thumbnails instead of how it would look on a stretched screen, or you have to stretch it to fill space on the screen. I get that. That's a true update. These fixes aren't major features, you're telling me, like new tabs or big redesign, but they fix real problems that users notice every time they turn on their TV. I never noticed this, ever. The hell? Who notices the report history tab? Tad, don't tell me you're noticing these things. What do we got in the chat? We collectively agreed to throw that poll out. Okay, you know what, chat? All right, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll and see if we should throw that poll out. Because I didn't agree with that poll. And it's Breaking Bad. Should we throw the Breaking Bad poll out? I think we should. I don't know. I feel like it has a slippery slope if we do that. You know what I'm saying? We have to agree that we'll never do this again. Should we throw the Breaking Bad poll against House of Cards? Should we throw the Breaking Bad against House of Cards poll out? There we go. Yes, no. We'll start this poll. You guys let me know how you feel. And then, if a large enough number says that we should keep it poll because it was a poll and we voted and House of Cards won, I get it. I totally get it. Ooh, we already got a yes. Should we? Oh, no, that was yes for throwing the poll out. We'll let that rock for a little while. What else we got in the chat? Dude, everyone go buy some TSM stock. If you do nothing else, do that. Yeah, I'm telling you. Apple One's still number one for future proofing. I agree with that, BM. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Should consumers go internet TV versus ISPs based TV costs? I think the ISPs are going to run everything, BM. ISPs are going to run everything. Especially if we're talking about the internet set-top box TV situation. If we're not talking about that, then maybe I'm wrong about that. All right, let's go on to the next thing we got here on the tech news. Next up, we got Windows PC suddenly failing after Microsoft update. So I have here more Windows 11 update woes from Forbes. They can't win this month. It's been a month long of botched Windows 11 updates. Let's get into it. Just when you thought it was safe to update your PC, and I got an update on my PC right now. I'm not touching it. All these problems, the updates have been happening. Until I get a report that says the updates have been fixed, I'm not updating. I don't want these problems that everyone else is having right now this month. I haven't updated all month. Just when you thought it was safe to update your PC and get back to work, there's another warning about January's mandatory security update. You'll know if you're affected because your PC won't show anything. It'll be the black screen of death. Remember the blue screen of death? It's black now. According to the Microsoft, Windows' latest reports, affected PCs should suddenly stop booting and land on black screen of death. What the hell? This comes just hours after reports that another emergency update has been issued by Microsoft to address other problems besetting users, specifically Outlook becoming unusable. How many of you guys are facing unusable Outlook problems? I don't use Outlook, so I mean, I would never. And it comes a week after the first emergency update for January, which fixed failed shutdowns and remote logins. All told, a difficult few weeks for Microsoft. You telling me? Windows latest says Windows recovery is typically successful if you're having these problems with your Windows update, but there are situations where Windows recovery will not work. In that case, you can use ISOs to clean install Windows. And who the hell of us know about ISO installing a clean install of Windows? I've had to do that in my life once. I never want to do it again. This is not an option. We'll continue though. The good news is that only a limited set of devices is affected. The bad news is that Microsoft doesn't know how many users are actually affected. So they're saying a small number. That could be 2%, but of all the Windows users, that's like 100,000 people. Windows 11 update, the update in question with these other problems are having some other problems too, breaking modems. Let's talk about that. Windows update KB5074109, like I said, that is the update we were talking about that's black screen of deathing people's systems. It's breaking modems, and Microsoft says it's not a bug. Here's what's actually going on. So this is actually not a bug. It's a feature. Let Microsoft tell it. In the official release notes for the 26-01 security update, the update we just got done talking about, Microsoft explicitly states that the update removes several legacy modem drivers. So if your modem needs these drivers to operate, guess what? Your modem won't work. As a result, the modems that depend on these specific drivers no longer work in the operating system. However, because this change was mentioned only in the update notes, many people didn't see that coming. So if you're having problems with your modem, it's not the update problems that everyone else is having. It's just that they don't support your modem anywhere on Windows 11. It's a thing. All right. What else we got here? I meant to hit yes on the poll. Oh, Dr. Lang, were you the only one? No, you're not the only one. We got 43%. It's almost split in half whether we should get rid of that poll or not. People we thought it was a mishap. No, people like a House of Cards. I like to get House of Cards. I don't care about the Kevin Spacey. I don't care about that, okay? Like that's not something, it's messed up, right? but I don't factor that in when I'm thinking about the totality of a show that one person was in. You know what I mean? That was a whole other cast of people who made that show up. So one person does not make or break that show for me. So I don't care about that. But maybe some people do. Maybe some people do. What else we got in the tech chat here, or the tech headlines? Oh, Claude. We got Claude news here to talk about. Claude integrates Canva and Slack via MCPs. Let's talk about it. Anthropic has announced new interactive tools in Claude that let users open and interact with other services and apps directly within the AI chat interface via the web and Mac app. The update offers real-time collaboration with third-party apps like Asana, Slack, Figma, Canva, and more, without requiring users to switch between tabs or apps. The feature is powered by MCP, as I mentioned, apps, a new extension in the Model Context Protocol that lets any MCP server deliver an interactive interface within supporting AI products. Anthropic open sourced MCP last year as a universal standard for connecting tools to AI applications. Some of these applications, we've got more than Canva and Slack here. We got Amplitude, which helps users build analytic charts and then explore trends and adjust parameters interactively to uncover hidden insights. We got Asana, turn chats into projects, tasks, and timelines for your team. Boox, search for files, preview documents inline, then extract insights and ask questions about your content. We have Canva, and I think people know what that is, but we'll talk about it. Create presentation outlines, then customize branding designs in real time to produce client-ready decks. Clay, for research companies, helping them find contacts and emails and phone info to pull data from. Figma, prompt to turn text and images into flowcharts. We have Hex. Let's go down here. We also have Hex, ask data questions and get answers complete with interactive charts, tables, and citations. And then we have Monday.com, which manages your work and run projects, update boards, smartly assign tasks, and visual progress with insights. We also have a video down here. It's a short one. Let's check it out. Yeah. All right. They're using Opus for this, so integrating Figma. So you can see how you're using it right inside the app, basically. And now they're pulling in some Amplitude data. Yeah, so it's just showing how they're integrating these apps right into the Claude experience there. Very interesting. I just feel like everyone who's offering these kinds of promotions or these kind of AI tools, they're all getting into the API integrating apps. I mean, I think Canva has been integrated into Gemini for some time now. I don't think Slack is, though. If I'm wrong about that, chat, let me know. I don't think Slack is integrated yet, but very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. All right, you guys, let's go on to the eInk news. But before we do that, we're going to do a little bit of promoting. If you guys didn't know, I have a website, rantsabouttech.com, where I'm selling t-shirts. We have also pins and things like that too. Let's go to the shop. So we have nib sleeves. I made a video a while back on the YouTube channel showing everyone how to convert their lammy into a ceramic tipped lammy. But when I made that video, I got a lot of response from people thanking me for making the video, for one. And then a lot of people saying, hey, I don't want to do this myself. And since you know how, or I've tried it myself and can't, but since you are successfully doing it, could you make me one? I'd pay you. Which led me to make the site where I started selling said pins. So now the site has been expanded to t-shirts. I also still sell the modified ceramic nib lammy, modified ceramic nib right here, which you can put in any standard EMR pin, and it gives you the ceramic tip of a Supernote pin on, like I said, any standard EMR pin. We also have a Norris variant of this coming. But right now we have these ceramic nibs on sale. So we were sold out of these for a while. These are less expensive than the modified ceramic nibs here. And they're definitely unique. I like the feel of them. A lot of people like the feel of these. We had a push for these a few months back, and they sold out almost immediately. So it took us a while to get these back on the site. I was holding off for a while because I wanted to add my own sleeve to this, but because everyone was like, listen, just start selling them, dude. Like, I want one. I was like, okay, we'll just put them on the site and sell them. So here we are back with the crystal nibs in the store if you guys want a ceramic experience. And if you don't know what the ceramic experience is like I said, I have a few videos on my channel talking about that. And again, a video showing people how to make this particular nib right here on their own with their own nib. And if you buy some lamy sleeves, you can do it yourself. So I'm showing people how to do it, but for those who don't want to, I'm also selling them so you can get that. And also I have, again, like I said, the crystal nib back in stock if you want that. Now, if you also want the pen already, like this lamy right here has a ceramic nib already installed. So you can buy the pen with the ceramic nib installed already if you want that. So there's lots of options for you if you want the ceramic nib experience. Way more precise than felt or plastic, way more durable than felt or plastic. These are nibs that you won't have to replace. The crystal nib is a little less durable than the ceramic nib here. So you kind of know what you have to know what you're getting to when you get this. The feel is excellent, by the way. I equate it to buying a ceramic flower pot. So where this ceramic isn't the most durable, you don't buy ceramic flower pots because they're the most durable. Plastic or the paper ones will be better for that, or the twine ones will be better for that. But people buy them for the characteristics, right? Ceramic pots are better for the roots of your plants. For a whole bunch, aesthetically, they're better. So for a whole bunch of reasons, people buy ceramic flower pots. Durability is not one of them. You'd buy this not for the durability, but for the feel and the characteristics of the writing. So yeah, those are on the site right now for anyone looking into ceramic nibs and want to get a little more, diverse in their ceramic nib search. You go to rantsabouttech.com. You check it out there. But anyway, yeah, I don't promote that enough, and I feel like I should. So anyway, back to the show here, and we're going to get on to the eInk news section of the show, where we're going to talk about the Kindle Fig. It's coming. It should have come out on Fig Day. I'll take it whenever I get it. All right, let's check out the poll. So we got 9 votes on the poll, which is listen. Chat, you guys always surprise me, pleasantly surprise me. So we got 56% says no, we shouldn't throw out that poll. House of Cards is better than Breaking Bad. we might have to keep that poll, chat. We might have to keep that poll. Did you do another promo video? No, I didn't do another promo video because this is basically the same product. Just I'm getting them back in. The second promo video will come with the V2. So when I release the ceramic nib with my own ceramic, which I have already, I'm just waiting for my own nib to put the ceramic into. So I have my own Supernote-ish ceramic. It basically zirconia. So they're using I don't know if it's yttrium stabilized, but they're using zirconia. That's the material, and that material I've found a source for. So I'll be releasing that, but not until I have my own sleeve to put them in. I don't want to use a lamy sleeve. I want it to be my own, everything designed and made by me here in Philadelphia. So until that happens, I'm going to just keep them on the Rants About Tech site. Now, when I do come up with my own packaging for everything, and everything that is being sold is my own product, those will be sold on the Pixel Orange site. So I'll make a whole to-do about that when it's time to get people to switch over to that site for buying the nibs. So for now, all of the stuff that I've been selling on the Rants About Tech site will stay on the Rants About Tech site until I have my own. But I'm waiting for the Form Labs. The Form Labs should be here in a week, and then I can start producing my own sleeves. But even getting that perfected and getting that down is gonna take a little time. But the people who have nibs, and I was thinking about this last night, it's gonna be a long time before I start producing the stone nibs and the gemstone nibs. So if you have stone nibs, take care of them. The world will never see another thing like that for a long time. Like, that is a very rare thing right now. I think only 2 people have them. I think only Jay have them and eInk has one. If they're still functioning, you guys are the only people in the world who have a stone nib, a gemstone nib. I don't know. It made me feel good last night when I thought about that. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got another shift. We got another shift in the in the voting here. It was 56-44 no. Now it's 56-44 yes. It's an amazing nib too. Thank you. It's a I want a stone nib. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I start producing those again because I realized I was doing too many nibs, and I thought, you know what, focus on a few. Focus on your sleeves so you can get the crystal nib going in your own sleeve. So that'll be your own product. And then now that I have a source for ceramic, it's like, okay, well, I can use the ceramic with my Supernote or the zirconia ceramic. That's the same stuff that Supernote's using with that too. I need the jade. I only made one jade. I still have that jade nib around here somewhere, but I only successfully made one jade nib. The agate, way easier to work with, But I will make more of those. It's just gonna be a little while. I want to get these plastic nibs solidified. My what I'm calling steel ceramic. You know what I mean? We're making steel ceramic nibs. The name could change. But when I get the steel ceramic, the clear ceramic, and the plastic nibs out, then I'll shift the focus once I get those going like I want to. And I want to do this on the Pixel Orange site too. So a lot of things have got to happen before I start making stone nibs again. But I was just thinking about that, man. You guys cherish those stone nibs. Take care of them, please. Take care of them. The world, you have the world's only stone nibs, and man, that's a good thought. Anyway, moving on. What else we have here in the eInk space? We got eInk news to talk about. Kindle Scribe, 3rd generation, the Fig. It's coming. It's coming, you guys. It's coming tomorrow, as a matter of fact. We got here, items will be released January 28th, 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. what, Eastern? Pacific time. I think that's what, 5 a.m. here? 4 a.m. on the East Coast, maybe. No, that's 3 a.m. on the East Coast. If you like writing with a gel pen, you will love the stone nib. Oh, I like that. I never thought about the feel of it before. I was so enamored by the look of it till I was like, I don't know how this feels, but I know it works and it doesn't feel bad. So no more nibs for the testers. Yeah. As far as the testers go in the nibs, I won't be sending the nibs out. I wanted to send those out a week or two ago, but because I decided to pull the trigger on the Form Labs, that changed the trajectory of all of my plans. Because I do feel like the Form Labs resins are tougher than, I said, once I started looking at the stats of all the resins I was using to create the nibs and create the sleeves, I was like, wow, the Form Labs, they're not the only ones with really good resin, but they are one company that was, all of their resins were way tougher than anything that I had tested before. So even the one that I thought, we tested it with the stone basket, you guys remember that? Even the ones I tested with the stone, and I thought, this is it. This is as strong as the Lamy ones. There is stronger, and that I can make more reliably with the Form Labs 3D printer. Speaking of which, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that after we get done with the eInk news here. Dr. Ling. So moving on to that. So the Kindle coming out January 28th. It's probably 3 a.m. Pacific time. But the Fig color is coming. So I'm like, do I get the black and white in Fig? Because I really do want to try the black and white. And I'm like, should I pull the trigger on this black and white in Fig, chat? You guys let me know. Do you guys care about the black and white in Fig? Oh, 6 a.m. Pacific is 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, my bad. Rob, thank you so much. So not 3 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. When I see PLA filament, what does that mean? PLA filament is filament, so it's extruded with the nozzle. PLA, it's a common form of 3D printer filament that for extrusion. Brittle, but it'll get the job done for making models. If you're making functioning parts, you don't want to use PLA. Unless you broke all of them with that rock basket. Yeah. I'll take one of those stone nibs if you got any left, unless you broke all of them with the rock basket. No, I only made 3 stone nibs I kept the jade one. Actually, I made a ton of stone nibs. I actually have more stone nibs that I haven't put inside of nib sleeves yet. If I get around to putting those inside, I'm not making any more right now, but the ones that I have that I've made already that I haven't put inside of sleeves yet to put inside of a pin, I'll consider putting those in sleeves. I'll let you guys know how I fare on that. And I'll send those out to test. I think I have 2 of those left. And I'll send those out to some testers. Because there's no need for me to have them. I do want you guys to experience it. Because like I said, I do have the jade one, and I use the jade one from time to time. It's just cool to see green in it when the light hits it sometimes. Black and white doesn't come in fig. What? Alex, the black and white doesn't come in fig? Oh, that sucks. Only the color. Okay, maybe I'll send my color one back and get it in fig. You know what? That would be dumb. Just to get it in a different color. I'm not going to do that. Polylactic acid. PLA filament. Oh, thanks, Rob. Dr. Ling says dibs on nib. No doubt. I got you, Dr. Ling. They're all agate, though. They're like 2 of them. They're agate. One's like a brown agate and one's like a cloudy agate. They're cool though. I love them. I mean, if you've tried all kinds of nibs and you're like, okay, I haven't tried that, this would be an excellent one to try. The thing is with them, they're gonna be super expensive, and like I'd rather work on things that are gonna be I can get out there to people relatively easily. But like I said, I'll send the 2 I have out to testers. I'll fly to Philly to get this stone nib. It might be worth it because, like I said, they're gonna be super expensive when I do start selling them. And I don't expect everyone to want them or even, care about them. But for the people who care about them, they're going to be awesome. They're going to be awesome. Okay, moving on to the next eInk story we got. A free Kindle feature just got locked behind a subscription paywall. I said firewall. It could be a firewall too. It could be a firewall. Let's talk about the details here. Instapaper Save to Kindle feature lets you link your Instapaper account to your Kindle, giving you access to your saved articles directly from your Kindle. So if you prefer reading on your eInk display like many of us do, then you can do that. However, starting February 19th, that's not long, you will need to pay for an Instapaper premium account to use this feature. It's not a huge ask, being just $6 a month. What you mean? That is a huge ask. Going from $6 to from $0? They tripping. Or as a yearly subscription for $60 a year. On the plus side, the Send the Kobo feature that works the same way will not be being replaced or not be put behind a firewall. I'm thinking about security today for some reason. It won't be put behind a paywall. Again, according to Donahue, Kobo's integration uses Instapaper's own APIs, which that confuses me. If they're using Instapaper to do this and Instapaper's charging, why wouldn't Kobo be charging? It seems like I don't think this Kobo thing is going to last long without being pay to play. But anyway, so it's another win for Kobo fans. Sorry, Kindle heads. It ain't going to be a win for Kobo heads for very long. Not for very long. What do you think, chat? What are we thinking? Next thing we got up is the B10 launches. The BigMe B10. What do we got here for the BigMe B10? Oh, I'm not. BigMe is not a company I've ever decided I want a device from. Chat, let me know if my angst is misplaced about BigMe. You guys let me know how you feel, but I feel like BigMe has nothing to offer me. But they do have BigMe in the name. They're like Big 3. It's just BigMe. Oh, you see what I did there? You see? Okay, moving on. So the BigMe B10 10.3-inch 4G premium color e-ink paper tablet with Android 14 OS. Okay, Android 14. I mean, I don't even care about, if you're not coming with Android 16 because ViWoods showed us that they can do it, I don't even care anymore. Everybody up their game. Description, what do we got here? Should I care about this BigMe 10? Should I care, chat? 10.3-inch Cloud 3 e-paper display. Is it USI or is it EMR? Do we know? 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of expandable ROM storage. It comes with a 256 stick. Does it come with that? This is confusing. Oh, I'm sorry. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. No, that's ROM. I'm confused. Is it 8 gigabytes of RAM and they just misworded that as ROM? Because RAM and ROM, two totally different things. Chat, what the hell is going on here? 256 gigabytes of ROM as well. What the heck? Oh, RAM. Okay, my bad, chat. I see it. It says ROM right there, but below it says RAM in small. Come on, what the hell? This is why I don't mess with BigMe. They can't even get the marketing right, okay? Feels more like pen on paper. I doubt it, BigMe. That's a big battery, though. That's a pretty big battery. 6,900 milliamp hours. That's a pretty big battery. They're really generous with their gigs, with their RAM, 8 gigs. Well, I don't know. Because Boox has 8 gigabytes in the Palma, but 6 in the the Note Air 5C. What the hell is that about? Onyx is generous, but only with their portable devices. Speaking of which, I got a question. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, chat. I don't know if I should care about this. At $594, I don't even care. $600 US. It's got a camera on it. Octa-core 2.6. This Android number is what kills me. This Android number right here. This is what kills me, chat. This right here. Why the hell isn't that 16? ViWoods just showed us the way. I'm not accepting anything other than Android 16 and being happy about it these days. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not happy about it. BigMe is really generous with their RAM. Their hybrid seems to be the only device I'd even consider, says Dr. Ling. Yeah, the phone, right? I think the hybrid is the phone. Yeah, I mean, because they're doing something unique in the space with that phone. I said this the other day. I think a lot of platforms are going to move to subscription or paywall with their partner apps. Yeah, Aaron, I can see that happening. I could totally see that happening. Moving on from BigMe. Jay bought the ViWoods Mini. Why is that big news to me? Jay buying the ViWoods Mini is about as significant as Aaron switching over to Remarkable for his main tablets. I care when people whose opinion I trust make life-changing decisions like this. And yeah, this is life-changing. Totally. What's going on with the eInk Mini that Jay is jumping on? Oh, it's $400 now. What? That's only a $30 drop. I don't think that's a big enough drop to matter. What's going on with the eInk Mini, chat, that Jay is now so concerned with it? It's been out forever. I don't know, but I saw Jay make the decision, and I thought I'd call it out and say something about it. Like, okay, what's going on with the eInk Mini that Jay's like, I need this in my life. I'm buying it for only a $30 discount. I don't know. You guys let me know. Oh, that was it. Oh, that was it too. What we got? That was it too. Whew. All right, so that's all the eInk news. Now, lastly on the eInk front, though, do we expect eInk prices to skyrocket this next year? We know that RAM may be the reason we haven't seen any big eInk announcements in the last 2 or 3 months, with the exception of this BigMe device. And yeah, with 8 gigabytes of RAM in this climate, I guess that is a kind of a lot. But do we expect the slowdown to continue, right? How long do we expect it to last? And then when they do start making these devices again, do we expect the prices to be more than what we've gotten used to? Sheen says he said that he wants something to fill his Tab Mini C-sized hole. Okay. I could dig that. My Tab Mini C's has been sitting there, I haven't used it, so I'm not looking for anything to replace it. But you know what? The Palma 2... the Palma 2 Pro almost does that for me. And since I use the Nomad, I don't need a small note-taking device anymore because the Nomad takes over that. And the Remove is... If the Nomad's not there for it, the Remove is always there for it. So... it only adds DDR4, DDR5, not low-level RAM like eInk devices. So they're not using DDR5. Okay. Okay. Everything is going to be pricey. Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that, Aaron, but I just am not sure what to expect in the eInk space. Honestly, I have no clue as to what to expect in the eInk space. I just asked Jay that exact question in Discord. Said Shing, Why would you need a mini if you already have the Palma 2 Pro? Right. I mean, the Palma 2 Pro does kind of fill that void. Its color is black, it's small, it's more portable. And I wouldn't use ceramic on the Tab Mini C, so it's not like I'd use something that I wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the big draws of that would be if I could. It's EMR, but I never use ceramic on it, and that's my nib of choice. So that's my thing, and I can't use ceramic on the Palma 2 Pro, but then I wouldn't be using it on the Tab Mini C either. So that wouldn't be an upshot for me. Can't wait for the AI bubble to burst. You think it's coming, Alex? I'm very glad that at least BigMe is developing and releasing something in January, because it's a drought right there. Yeah, it's definitely a drought in the eInk space right now. 100%. A drought that I didn't see coming. I didn't see it coming at all. All right. What else we got here? I think that's it, chat. It's been a long show. Let's get to the end here. All right. That's going to be it for the show today, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone for being here today. I appreciate the chat crew. Let's get the applause one for you guys. You guys are the best. We got Sheen, we got Alex, we got Aaron today. We have Dr. Lean. We got Rob here today. We have Alex here today as well. BM was here as well. Who else we got here? I think that was it. If I missed you, sorry about that. I'll get you guys tomorrow. Rants About Tech live. Rants. We do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. If you are available during that time, consider joining us. Don't forget to like the show today if you guys liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Join if you want to get that badge by your name. That's an option too. You can do it. All right, everyone. That's going to be the show for today. I really appreciate everybody for being here. Tomorrow's Wednesday Hump Day. Don't forget about the show. Yeah, you know what? It's the middle of the week. Okay, we gotta do something exciting. All right, copyright strikes for everybody tomorrow. Okay. Until then, everybody, enjoy your day. Peace.